there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
We are back. Let's go.
Can't believe it. Another week of the Trough Talk.
I know.
Jimmy Wiley.
We're here. 101, more like 103, but we're back. We're living. I'm not sure.
Right, Jim. I never have taken the time to crack a beer on the Trough Talk. I don't believe, but to 100 episodes.
Wow.
Tonight I'm sipping one.
I wish I was, dude. I think I'm back. Drinking.
What do you mean?
Drinking.
Oh,
yeah.
why do you get turned up?
Oh, this week it was great.
What'd you do?
So we are, and congrats to 100. Let's go. That's all of us. We love it.
It's big. Yeah. Shout out the whole
But this weekend, so I'm house sitting Toscano. It's just a classic weekend where it's Lori's gone. I got dog duty. I'm like, perfect. Got a full day to kind of do myself. Turns out I helped Maddie T move in all morning. So my whole day to myself goes whole day to Maddie T. Sick new spot, though. Juice for him. Moving was easy. I mean, they had movers do most of the hard stuff. So it was just like mainly boxes, couple truckloads there and back. It's slight work.
For memory's sake, remember when?
Well, and he was like, I felt bad asking. I was like, brother, I got a truck. Don't ever feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, until we're too old to be moving, don't feel bad asking me. I'm the one you should always be asking. But aside from the point, we move. It's great. His spot's sick. I can't wait to go when it's like set up. But
I've had that same convo where it's like, it's 2024. Like, don't ask me for a ride from the airport and don't ask me to move, like hire movers, right? But at the same time, it's like those are some of the best things. Like,
I love
I'm a homie,
both. Yes,
and someone's coming to San Diego I want to pick them up.
100%. And that's like I feel like we used to have to like fight to like be the ones to pick the person up, and now everyone doesn't want to. I'm still always like, hey, need a ride home from the airport? Give me a haul, because I like you said, it's like the best part. They're fresh in town, vibes are high immediately because they're like, boom, we're back home or back wherever.
And helping people move, like that's like major landmark checkpoints in their life that you get to just like be there for. I know it's kind of counterintuitive because it's like I had my friend text me like, oh, I can't make it to whatever. I think I asked him to golf. He's like, I can. I'm helping someone move. I was like, it's 2024.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like those are the memories right there. So did Matty T get you some beers or what happened?
No, well, so we're pressed for time because I'm going to the San Jose State Reno game with Boog, D. Roach, Greg Light, and then O'Shaughnessy, who I don't really know, but he was there. But yeah, so the move is good. They had the movers move all the big stuff, so we're not going up and down stairs. Couple innovative moves. He's moving a skateboard, a stroller, so we start stacking shoe boxes on a Rogue stroller. I mean, just all your classics. It's a great move, Me, Ben, and Matt just really hammering it out.
That's
Ben
awesome.
Showing up an hour.
Ben's gonna stop to think too. He's like, now hold on a second.
Yeah,
let's plan this out.
100%.
I love. He's always got the ideas.
But that's the thing too. Is like they had movers, so me and Matt were like, let's just move as much as we can, and then like they have the movers for 2 hours minimum, and it was like let them do whatever. And then there was the big conversation like, is this gonna take them 2 hours to do? And I'm like, it's not my money, but who cares? You know what I mean? Like if we can move it, let's do it. Exactly. So whatever, move went great. I'm stoked for them. But we're pressed for time because we're going to the UNR game. It's at San Jose State, and it's at weird time, 4:30. I think 4:30 start. Not ideal. 7 p.m. 95 degrees at 4:30. But we go to Aki before. Oof. Oof. And this is where
2 swirls will put a grown man on his back.
Oh, dude, it put me just 10 toes down, not on my back. But so yeah, we go 1 swirl, right? We're all having a swirl, and like Boog gets there late, and like me and him down our swirls. And it's like, I don't know if it's just because it's kind of slurpy texture. Once I start drinking, I'm just getting fucked up. And then like I look over and Dave's like 3 sips in, and I'm like, what are we doing? And he's like, well, we got like
Yeah.
an hour and a half before we have to leave. And I'm like, oh shit, didn't think about this.
Pacing himself.
Yeah, a veteran move. But then anyways, Boog's like, another swirl. And I'm like, I'm going to give it some time. So I wait like 20 minutes, get another swirl. I'm like, ooh, okay, we're feeling good. And I had like that much left. And I was like, Boog me, finish that. You know what I mean? Like, know your limits. I was like, I'm good. Any more, chilling. So
You still got to be in a car at some point.
exactly. And, you know, I'm partaking in some extracurriculars as well. Some other extracurriculars, you know, just
Yeah.
munching.
DNA might be in the equation here.
Exactly. And so we're feeling great at this point. And like we're passing by these people that are selling cookies for some San Jose State like charity. And they're like,
scammer.
What?
Nothing.
He
I said scammers.
Well, I mean, they got your boy because they're like one cookie or like 2 cookies for $1. And I was like, how would I give you $10 and I just take 2 cookies? Like, how does that sound? Like, let me make your day. And they're like, I mean, you would have thought I gave them $1 million. It was crazy. If I could get away with that feeling all the time, I would just be handing out $10 bills left and right. If a homeless person acted like that when I gave him money, I'd be giving him a lot more money. There was nowhere near the response I've ever gotten from a homeless person. But aside from the point, we're there, and then I got 2 bags of cookies. We're in the Uber, and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, I'm not hungry. I'm not going to eat these cookies. So what do I do? Leave one in the Uber. Say, hey, appreciate the ride, fam. Here's some cookies for you. And he, again, excited as all hell. And I'm like, can't get better than this. And then we're walking into the gate, talking shit to San Jose State fans, howling like the wolf pack we are.
So you were going Reno. You went full heel.
Oh, we all went Reno. Yeah. We're all wearing Reno gear. Just loving it. P-Hawk came to Aki and joined us, legend. So now we're 6 deep. He's chanting something about the Bulldogs the whole night. Sorry, Pat, go Denver. This is for you. Fucking Raiders stink. But anyways, we're at the game and just 95 degrees, shirts off the whole time. Just keep the White Claws coming. It was, I mean, I haven't had a night like that in probably 15 years, and it was so good.
Ooh,
so good.
That's the warmest winter jacket there is, Jim.
Dude, it was, I don't know. I don't know. It made me feel bad about how much I've been missing out on. Say that again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was asking where you were sitting, but
so that was the other thing. So these guys, there's one section, like the middle or 3 sections have backrests. And so these guys are like, we got to sit with the backrest. Well, they chose the top row of the whole stadium, which ended up being a great call because we were just hammered, just kind of talking shit, fucking whatever the whole game.
yeah.
But it was funny because we're right next to like the camera people for the football teams. And UNR's is right there. And so I think it was like Boog and Dave, like, of course, flirting with the girl camera, like the girl working the camera. And they're like, oh, get us on. Like, the coach will love it. The coach will love it. And she's like, no, like, get out of here. Like, stop it. And they're like, come on.
You guys are in your late 20s.
Exactly.
Nosebleed section.
Exactly. Like, stop.
Wearing all Reno.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like, this goes on for like 5 minutes. Like, just like, play goes on. And then, like, they turn around, like, you ready? You ready to, like, hit it? Like, film us yet? She's laughing her ass off. And then finally there's a dead ball and she pans the camera over, but it's obviously not recording. And so I'm like, oh, that's not recording. I was like, that's a veteran move. And her and the guy just start dying. They're like, that was great. But like I said, it made me miss or feel bad about how many of those nights I missed out on. But it was just the right combination, you know? Doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great weekend.
Dude, sounds like a college football game. I don't know the last time I went to a college football game. I think it was like Boulder 2018, 19.
I was going to say like Stanford, one of those tailgating games against like Oregon or something, you know? But
dude, Cal did the thing.
Did they?
Or did they lose?
They lost.
But they were kicking ass. Oh, they did.
Yeah,
but they were kicking their ass.
Dude,
Yeah, I forgot.
They did do the thing, though. How sick was game day? Did you watch any of that?
What do you mean?
They did college game day at Cal.
Oh, I didn't know college game day was there.
Yeah.
No, I didn't peep it at all.
So they do.
Saban was there. right?
McAfee's there, so they do the kick. But so they know the Cal fans are rowdy, but they don't know that how rowdy they can be, right? Like the game day crew. So they're
Nerdy rowdy.
crazy. And so they're expecting to open the gates. I think it was like 4 a.m. or 4:30 or something like that, so they could get to like their spots behind the booth. Cal fans started lining up at midnight. It's packed at midnight. By 3:30 a.m., they had torn down the barricades and just went to the spot. Like they misjudged it times a million. But it was sick. The kicker made the kick, missed the first one. You know, Pat McAfee does the for charity or whatever.
Kick for $100,000 or something.
Yeah. So it was like, I think 60,000. He misses it. And so he goes, okay, let's up the ante, which it should be lower the ante. You missed the first one. It should be cut this in half, not make it 100,000. But they make it 100,000. Guy makes it, fucking goes nuts. It was sick. But then they lost. I mean, played a hell of a game to start. I went to bed. They were up like 20. And I was like, perfect.
Pissed it away.
Yeah.
And Cal's literally my favorite college football team.
Really?
I'd have to say. If I had to pick one team that, like, that's my team, I'd have to say Cal. Definitely was always Cal over Stanford growing up.
We're not a Stanford family, but we're a Stanford over Cal family, I would say. Big time, especially growing up.
Yeah.
What makes you a Cal fan?
Well, obviously they had sick players like Marshawn and Aaron Rodgers and that type of thing.
And,
but also I went to football camp there, like when I was like in high school or whatever. Yeah, I played catch with Jared Goff.
Sick.
No big deal.
I remember that. That's sick.
But I remember just like obviously you see their locker room and it just showed like all the pros. Like they had all the pros on the wall. Keenan Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Jackson, Marshawn Lynch, like I don't know. It's just like a sneaky program. Obviously, it's a Bay Area team, so.
But it is sneaky, like you said. Like you don't really think about, like all those guys went to Cal, but you don't really think of it as like a powerhouse that's putting pros out into.
Exactly. Like they put more pros out than they get wins. You know, obviously Goff,
Rodgers,
and now they're
huge.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers exactly. So, no, I've always just kind of been a Cal fan. But,
what do you think of the whole situation with the conferences in football right now, especially with
that? I think that's so stupid how they have like a Cal team that has to fly to Clemson for a regular season game. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, I just don't think it's fair for like the schedules but they are getting paid now. So that's the other thing.
Some of them are, but like imagine different sports. Like football's one, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Imagine flying out there for baseball and then you have to fly home on a red eye and crazy, absolutely insane.
You're on the field hockey team, you have to take 10-hour flights, like whatever it is, like
and let me tell you,
6-hour flight.
They're not getting paid like the football players are getting paid.
But I'm pretty sure the football players are getting paid. Like kickers are getting $100K. Like
it's
a real salary. Like if that's your job, then it's kind of less of a problem to have you flying around.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, could you imagine that being your job? Just, hey, kind of half-ass this schoolwork and go play once a week for 16 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, I think it's crazy what they're doing. I think, I don't know. And then you got what is it, like the Pac-10? I don't even know what Pac-2.
So they just added a bunch of teams too. They added like Boise.
Well, that's what.
Maybe Montana State. Like they added a bunch of teams. San Jose State.
I forget if they were in there, but
San Jose State, Reno. I think they added a bunch of new teams.
And I think,
which is sick. Pac-12's always been my favorite conference, obviously.
That is kind of sick. They've just been around for so long. It was just a shame that they were going to go away completely. But I think you need to keep the rivalries together. Like UNLV and Nevada might be splitting up, and I'm like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, Wikipedia did it take away my screen?
No, you're good.
No, Wikipedia is not up to date. Wikipedia just has the Oregon State and Washington State, but
yeah,
they added a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how they're doing that. I don't think it's going to work out for the best because I think the NIL is going to reach a peak in like 5 years, and then it's going to start.
But like, if you're a Johnny Manziel or a Tim Tebow, like, I definitely think you should be able to make money off people buying your jersey. Like that just, in some ways, just wrong that if you don't.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, for sure.
But I just hate college sports as a job. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But like, I don't know. I was talking to like the 6-year-old guy at work, and we were talking about NILs, and he brought up the point that it could teach them financial literacy in a smaller scheme of things, which could be, you know what I mean? Then
It's
they go into
great.
the pros. But
It's great for the kids.
exactly. Not great for
I'm just
the
talking about my own
product.
entertainment and like the rules of the game, you know? Like the rules of the game were different. You could recruit a kid, like he's staying there, you know?
Well, that's what Saban, exactly. Saban's like, you can't build a team anymore. Like there's no
What are we
reason.
doing? It's free agency. It's crazy. So I don't know.
Speaking
NFL's been fun to watch though. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, speaking of football, we got another win out of the St. Augustine.
Not yet. We're still sitting at 2 and whatever. We're getting the win this week though.
Let's go.
So last week we started the game with 17 guys on our roster.
Grades come out or what?
Huh?
Did grades come out or something?
No, dude, we're just dropping like flies. They won't let us have any freshmen still.
Damn.
I think we started with like I think we started the season with like 26, 27. And it's just yeah.
Damn, is that just injuries and like
And we lost about 10 guys. It's just like injuries. Some guys don't even want to play. They just want the jersey.
kind of sick? I mean,
Yeah.
respect it. Yeah,
It is.
those guys are good to have when there's enough guys around.
There's so many guys that like would be the sickest like bench guys,
Yeah,
you know?
That's tough.
Like they get it. Like they get it.
Right.
Like they get the whole program and they just want to be a part of it, etc. But it's like, no, those guys are playing both ways for us up to this point.
Yeah.
But we got 15 freshmen up on the roster for this week.
Nice. Oh, hell yeah.
And they've been practicing with us and they're like
Night and day
I
difference.
think night and day. They're good. They're really good.
Yes.
They're
Hell
playing
yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think the JV team, if they had just had one freshman team, you think the freshman team would
Beat us?
Yeah. Would it be close?
Well, yeah, if they put all the freshman teams either way, probably. But if they put all the freshman teams together, then against our whatever 16, 17
That's
guy
true.
roster,
You can
yeah.
just fucking run. You know what I mean? Like you got warm bodies. You're not going to get tired. That's
But think
good.
about it.
Okay.
Anyone who's the best sophomore is up on varsity.
True.
But all the freshmen are on freshmen. You know,
That's
a lot of those
so
guys will be
crazy.
varsity players next year. It's like a
That's-
sneaky like well of talent, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess that is sick. There's no really scout, right? You're not going to be scouting the freshman games thinking, hey, these guys are going to be varsity next year. But I mean,
Let's put it this way. A majority of them that are being pulled up would be instantly put in the starting roster. Like
damn. That's
more of them would be than wouldn't be.
Are you putting them in the starting roster, or are they coming off the bench to start?
I think they're definitely gonna come off the bench to start. Yeah, like there's a couple guys. Like there's this one guy, you know, he's like a little guy, but he like always shows up to practice. Always has a great attitude. Great just great attitude, great demeanor. He gets better. He knows his assignments. Like he's not gonna make the play, but he'll get to the right side of the play, like to show you he knows what he's supposed. Like he's supposed to contain it, so he'll go contain it and he won't make the play. But it's like, all right, I see you. I see you.
You're
like
working,
you know. And so I'm gonna start him this week just as like a badge of honor. One, because he's one of the only guys left, you know, out of like the sophomores, and he's just like totally earned it. So
hell yeah,
I'm pretty happy to do that. But then he's getting pulled, and freshmen are coming in. I was just working on the depth chart right before we started this, so I'm like all the way locked in right now. We're definitely getting the dub this week. Like I've just been taking on this coaching thing in stride. It's been so much fun. Like no shame, and I hope like they don't listen, but like the other coaches on the team, like on this JV team, there's 4 of us, but like none of them do any actual like coaching of football, you know?
Right.
They're like, they call the plays and that type of shit, you know?
Yeah. That, which is
and
tough.
it's so like, yeah, like one of them's super old and he's a cop and he's been coaching football for like 50 years and then like was retired and a golf marshal. And so like, he's just kind of like, you know, you don't hear his voice that much at practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's tough. I'm like trying to like, just get everyone into shape and like really have to be the guy that like holds people accountable and like is like let's go, that type of thing.
And do they listen to you? I mean, are they pretty responsive when you say shit?
For the kids?
Yeah. Or, I mean,
Yeah.
both, I guess.
Yeah. In general, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good. Damn.
The guy's a little defensive, like, hey, like, I'm the coordinator or whatever. Like, he kind of is like, and this actually pisses me the fuck off. And like, he's a huge, like, yeah, I know guy, like you'll say something, they'll be like, yeah, I know, like that's his first response. Like, I got it. It's just like, just
take, I mean, in one ear, out the other. You don't need to say, yeah, I know to everything. If you know, then either start doing it or start listening. That's tough though. That's crazy. I mean, either way, sounds like a good way to start your coaching career. You know what I mean? Like just like hitting all the buttons. Kind of coaches that are a little tough to work with. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Or just being like, really the big takeaway is like when Brett like hooked me up with this job, he's like, act like the job you want to have, Yeah. It's like you might just be a defensive assistant, but like if you want to be a defensive coordinator, just kind of like act like that. And yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun fucking doing it. Like I'm like in it, like at practice, like every play I'm like in it trying to get them right. So
that's
super fun.
That does.
I'm having a lot of fun.
I haven't coached in a long time, and it was like little kids. But yeah, just getting them fired up is so fun. You know what I mean? It's just like
when the film drops on Huddle after practice, you're like, yes, like I can't wait to get in and see like what everyone's doing, like and really.
So you're actually are the other coaches going back and watching this film? You think, or are you one of the only ones that are kind of putting?
I would think I'm the only one. I really would, and like there's one other one that like is super energetic and kind of like gets he's in the same situation as me where he's like lowest on the totem pole in terms of like his coaching position, but he's like, we need to be doing like
more,
and like him and I have been kind of stepping up and doing like trying to get practice going. But no, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Troy P missing a week doing a new Head and Shoulders commercial. I don't know if you saw the new Head and Shoulders commercial drop. They're playing it during the game.
That's so funny. I don't even honestly.
I'm a Head and Shoulders guy too, Jim. I don't know about you. I go 2 for 1 in the condition. A lot of people say that's a red flag.
That is a huge red flag. I mean, how often? That's the real question.
What do you mean?
How often you washing your hair? Every shower?
Like every other shower? Maybe every shower. I'll fuck around and do every shower. Why not?
You're peeling all the oils out of your hair, fam. I mean, sometimes you think Troy washes.
Natural oils.
Let me say this. I want you to ask Troy this. How often does Troy wash his hair? I bet you it's once.
That's such a weird question, but it's probably not. But
no, I bet you he gets asked so often.
Crazy.
Yeah. I bet you it's once a week. I'd say he washes his hair once a week. You got to keep it luscious.
That is a natural thing, but it doesn't even feel like you take a shower if you don't wash your freaking hair,
That's true.
I mean, I know you got the body wash. I do keep my body wash as a separate entity.
Yeah.
I don't go 3 for 1.
I honestly, I'm talking shit on the hair washing, but every day after jiu-jitsu, if like I sweat through the top of my head, I'm like, I gotta wash my hair. You know what I mean? But I do Manscaped. Shout out to Manscaped. You can see our beautiful stack. I don't know if you got sent a new razor. Did you?
I did.
Fuck yeah. All right. I had one here for you, but I'll give it to someone.
It's an aftershave razor, if that makes sense. It's like you got to do some sort of like if I took that thing to this big beard here, that's not what it's designed to do.
Got it. See, I haven't.
But shout out to Manscaped doing a great job, because what I did is when I shave up here, then I hit it afterwards.
That's nice.
Or I take it down with the lawnmower 5.0.
Love first. That. P-Hawk just got a new golden lawnmower 5.0. I was like, I already have one of these. I don't know what to do with it. I like brought it up at the game. He's like, sure. I was like, you want one? He's like, sure. I was like, fuck yeah.
It works in the shower too.
Waterproof.
Waterproof. And it has an LED light. No big deal.
Hitting them all.
Shut up.
I don't even know what I was talking about. Fuck. Damn it.
I don't either.
Film, football.
Well, Jim, let me ask you something.
Let's hear it.
How many fingers would you give up for the ability to sing as well as your favorite singer?
think 0. I think my life's pretty cool and as is. I like my fingers. I don't know. I guess
The ability to sing.
a pinky wouldn't be so bad, huh? I just don't even know who I'd like to sing with. I probably want to rap like M, you know? Like that's more my speed.
Count it.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably lose a pinky to rap like him.
I was thinking 2.
Oh, 2.
I'll go in these 2. If I had to lose fingers, it'd be my left outer, my pinky, and the other one.
Now that's interesting. Just if you had to lose 2
Germinate.
fingers in general, you would go same hand, left hand.
Same hand. I want one full hand.
I kind of
That's
think
my thought process. Good hand, bad hand.
no,
Not 2 bad hands.
no pinkies on either hand, and you just got 4 fingers
That's
like
horrible.
a fucking
Your
Ninja
pinky
Turtle.
is very important.
No, pinky toe is important, not pinky.
I'm
finger.
giving up the ring. I'm giving up the ring before I give up the pinky.
Really?
Am I crazy?
No, I guess
That's that outer stability.
That's the end of the grip. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, what if I included toes?
I think
Would
I'd
you
rather
rather
lose
lose
a
a toe
finger.
or a pinky?
I think I'd rather lose a finger.
I heard for each toe you lose, like that's major for your stability.
Yeah, that's what people say, but I don't really.
I think pinky toe, you'll be fine.
I feel like they say that's the worst. I feel like they say that's like the key stabilizer.
That
I
one's
don't know.
curled up anyway. You know, that one's kind of tucked.
Not
I don't
on
feel like it
a
has much leverage in your step.
not on a normal foot. It's not tucked. What is this? You fucking don't put
No,
that on
you know
me,
what I'm
Ricky
talking
Bobby.
You know what I'm talking about.
Nah, yeah, that's interesting. I think I'd rather lose a finger than a toe. I think the toes are. I mean, walking is crucial. Like you can find a way to do stuff, and yeah, I think you're right. I think the ring finger is the one to lose
Yeah.
on both. You just walking around like this.
You got to
What's
go
up?
Ninja Turtle.
What's
Go Ninja Turtle, full blown.
Yeah, I mean that would be fun. I mean, not fun losing them, but once you learned how to do shit with them, oof, you could creep some people out. That's a red flag. Dude, I fucked up my shoulder. I don't know what I did, but like I can't raise it. I can't like lift shit with it. It is in like the worst shape. Not at jiu-jitsu either.
No.
No, that's the worst part. Like I think I'm sleeping on it wrong or something. But it's like the worst pain
It's
I've
crazy
had.
because after 27 years of being alive, and my birthday's next month, no big deal.
Shout out.
Turning 28. I still don't know how to sleep. Like I still don't know my apex sleeping position. I really don't.
And I
really don't.
I think I know
I
mine.
love this one.
Yeah, and that's I mean, I usually just go honestly, I'm in a psychopath sleeping position right now. I got 6 pillows, all of them are in use. Completely in use.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm at my most comfortable, I really think I'm on my side, but with some sort of foundational piece to keep me upright. And if you want to put a back piece there too, that makes sense too. But like for me, it's mainly like stable front, like tucked it in, like really leveraging it in, and then a good squeeze.
100%. It's crazy. So I'm going 2 pillows behind the head. I'm going 1 pillow between the legs on the side, you know, just to keep the hips the hips in alignment. Then
that makes sense.
I'm stuffing like I mean it's 2 pillows. Could be 1 long body pillow if I was doing it right. But in the front, with the big hug.
But what's happening with your hands?
Honestly,
Is it arms through? Because there's a difference between this and that.
I've been rear naked choking it. So I sleep on the left shoulder and I slide my arm through this pillow and I just
you psychopath.
I just sleep like that. I mean, open coffin style, I guess. Open coffin on the side. But yeah,
it's kind of funny. Go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly, and just right to bed. But like honestly, I get the best sleep and like hurt the least when I sleep on my stomach. That's like. But I have to have like pillows under my stomach. Like it's a fucked up. I'm too old to be or too young to be having these issues.
Yeah, I mean, in categories of like sleep that hits, like the sleep that hits the hardest is the face down sleep.
Wow, that should be the draft. It's honestly
We could add.
the best
don't mind.
naps. Do you wanna draft the best naps, or the best sleeps?
I feel like we'd run. We got to shop it for next week because I feel like we'd run out.
No.
I don't know.
But like honestly, a couch sleep where you just wedge yourself into a couch though is just like
But that's the
nothing
same concept that we're talking about, which is
exactly.
you're on your side, but you have lean ability.
100%.
And
It's like wearing the drunk backpack. You're not.
it
rolling
feels
over.
like it feels like the beginning story of a great product. Like, oh, I used to sleep with 6 pillows, one between my leg, one this, one that.
Well, they make
The-
a product.
The sleep droppers. I'm thinking like a 45-degree, like little edge
There's
that
two
you
products.
set your pillows down on.
Oh, I see. So there's a wedge. There's one that has a wedge with like a gap in the middle, so you can put your arm in the middle of the wedge and you sleep like this. That one seems promising. And then there's a hook.
We gotta hit up Joe Castagnan, dude.
Damn, mummy.
No lie, like we can't do shit with that idea, but Joe Castagnan is in the space.
He is in the pillow space. That would be sick because that's
Yeah.
honestly like what I need. But like the hook one is the one that intrigues me because it's like exactly what you're saying. You got the back support and then it wraps around and it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, shout out Joe Cast. That pillow's been everywhere.
Yeah, dude, blowing up.
Fucking the cubes. Who's the?
Have you ever played the game Codenames?
Sounds familiar. What is this?
We had a game night the other night over at Marsh's and Dice's,
Who?
and essentially,
Who? I only know Dice.
Marsh
I only know
And
Dice.
Dice?
I only know Dice.
from Rio? Marsh Madness? I don't know his real name. Marshall Taylor?
I only know
Shout out.
Dice.
They were both in the new. You know them both, huh?
Yeah, I know Marsh.
Anyway, I don't know the point of this. why
no,
I'm even
Codenames.
explaining.
Codenames. I
But-
want to know.
Codenames. It's a great game night game, 100%.
So what do you do? What's the point?
So the point is that you lay out like a board of different words. Be like lake, gun, plane, jet, water, stuff like that, right?
Right.
And then one person from each team will have a list of like the code, which is like which words belong to which team. And it's their job to get their team to like
Pick the
figure
right
out the
one.
code, pick the right words. So for example, there'd be like lake and jet, for example.
Right.
And like someone might, if you're the guy giving out the code, you might say something like ski for 2 words. It's like jet ski, and then like you ski on a lake, like
Oh. So your team could pick up both of those?
yeah, you're trying to piece together as much as you can. I went for 5 words at one point. I said CIA for 5 words, and it was like bug, switch, cold.
Ooh. Cold's a good
You-
one. Cold's a good
Right?
one.
I was like,
Yeah.
they were not getting it at all.
Damn, that's
Box. Yeah. So just like random shit, but you kind of
Yeah.
go for it sometimes.
that's
and
kind of
just like
fun.
yeah, that's a fun one. You played any games lately? Oh, I want to get a pool table too, but I don't have enough space in my living room. But I'm like newly obsessed with pool, to be honest.
I mean, I feel like newly would be the wrong word. Like
I love playing pool,
you
man.
used to be obsessed, I feel like, and then no, I maybe
Just
not
for
obsessed.
a brief moment, dude.
Yeah.
That back room only had a brief moment of glory,
That's
but
true. It was so nice.
boy was it.
Um,
Boy was it.
yeah, no, pool's fun. I mean, I think Mikey and those guys, Mikey, Tay, Mitch, they play quite a bit. There's a new pool hall right off of San Carlos. I guess it's
That's
pretty-
known
pretty
for the
cheap.
pool halls. There's a few on San Carlos. I'm
I
pretty
know,
sure.
and
There
they were
used to be.
sketchy for a while. I guess this one's pretty nice. They redid it all. Yeah, pool's fun as fuck. I'm shit at pool, but no touch. Touch of a rapist. You rapist. Come on out.
Kenny loves throwing that in the fantasy football group chat.
It's the best. I love Vince
Just calling
McMahon.
people that.
Come on
Yeah.
out, you rapist.
Yeah. Oh, sad news in one of my fantasy football leagues,
Oh no.
Matt Landers Memorial Football League. I decided to sell. I sold Amon-Ra, Mixon, Cooper Cup, for next year, second, third, fourth, and fifth.
When are you going to stop playing for next year? Play for the now. This is fucking nuts.
Next year is when I'm going to stop playing for the next year. My team's trash, so I made a move. Fuck it. The first one to sell always gets the best deal. That's how it goes.
I mean,
or is it?
I guess, yeah. Sometimes. That's crazy though. So you're cashing in the season.
One league I'm cashing in. I'm putting all my focus to the other two, but no big updates in fantasy really. Other than that,
are people like? I mean, how did that go through? Do you have a commissioner that says no, or is
it was to the commissioner?
That's so scummy. Oh my god. This is why every league needs a fucking commissioner.
Out of league commission.
Out of league commission. That's what we were talking about that at the football game, because we were talking just Matty T and trades, and I was like, hey, I know what happened last year. There was some fuckery. Let's just bring me in next year. My inaugural season. We'll see how we do. If you don't like it, I'll get out.
Right. I love that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have my vote. All right, so at the draft, I don't know if I ever told this story. There's 12 of us, 12 of the boys, and we were gonna race,
right,
like 50 yards. Of the boys that you know are in that league, I'll try and list a few. What order do you think the race outcome would be? Can you do this for me? Get your pen and pencil.
Who
You
are
ready?
The names?
Tommy, Matt, Matthew, Chad, Kenny, Eli, P-Hawk, Josh. How many did I name?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Justin Perea.
He was at the game with Layla. Dude, the best.
Derek. Well, Derek wasn't even there. I think those were the guys that were there.
Okay. So that's 10, 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. So no D Roach, no Derek. Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. No D Roach, no Derek. So there's
You
9.
can put D Roach and Derek in there though.
Then there's 11. We're missing one person.
D Roach, Derek. It's still 11.
Tommy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Both
9,
Matt?
10, 11. Yeah. Tommy, Matt, Matthew, Chad, Kenny, Eli, Pat, you, JP, Derek, Dave. Don't matter. If you think of it, let me know. Ooh, this is tough. Okay, I think I don't even know where to start.
Walk me through it. This is clippable.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, so obviously Chad and Kenny are still in Chad, Kenny, and Tommy are in decent shape. Matthew, I would say, is in that category, but he was never the athlete of those three. So I would say between those three, I would probably put Kenny, Tommy, Chad. I'm going to write my order. Kenny, Tommy, Chad. Then you got you, Matt. I didn't mean to say that you were out of shape, by the way. I totally forgot you were on this
No,
list.
I think it was kind of fair. I went through that same thought process in my head. Like, who's the person who sprinted most recently?
That's
and I feel like those first three names that you mentioned were the right name. Yeah. I went through that same thing in my head. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than these guys, but I don't remember the last time I sprinted. So
exactly.
I can't be that confident. And that's probably most of us, you know?
100%. So now we have Matthew, Eli, Pat, JP, Derek, Roach. I would say JP is after Matt. And then I would say
Godspeed.
Yeah, JP was always somewhat quick too, and he was
always like a deer or a gazelle.
Right, get spooked Strider. And go. Yes,
he was a strider. Get spooked. He's out of there.
JP, awesome. D Roach. Derek's probably up here somewhere.
Well, it's not a mile.
Yeah, I know it's a sprint.
But Derek would be up in the front of the has sprinted recently, I feel like.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm hesitant. I'm going to put him ahead of JP.
Like he's trending upwards in top speed since childhood.
Yeah.
His top speed is probably higher today than it's ever been. Probably Chad too.
Okay, this is what I have right here. That's how I feel about myself. I've gotten more athletic, or I don't know if athletic is the right word, but I've gotten more in tune with my body as the years have gone on. I feel better. So I got Kenny, Tommy, Chad, you, Matt, Derek, JP, Roach, Matthew, and now it's Eli, the Eli Pat race, the race we all want to see.
I think Eli would smoke him.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. It
I'm
depends
going-
how Eli would answer
I'm
the
going
question. If
Pat.
Eli thinks he could beat him, he could beat him. But if he doesn't, then he can't.
I'm going Pat Eli. Eli's got a hurt ankle or something. I know it. So we got Kenny, Tommy, Chad, you, Matt, Derek, JP, Dave, Matthew, Pat, Eli.
That's the best.
How did it come out? You didn't race.
I would have been way more entertaining if I told you how it went. No, I kind of just wanted to see who you thought would win.
Damn.
And it looks like it was Tommy.
Kenny. I had Kenny winning.
Kenny.
He's a psycho. He
Yeah.
never stops. He's never stopped. I think that's the right call. And then Tommy, like, he's just in
Firefighter shape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's gonna put it on. But I don't know. He's never been fast. He was never fast. I don't recall.
That's what I said. I was like, when did you get fast?
Like I don't. Yeah. I don't know. We got to do it now.
I want to race with all those names at one point. And where do you see yourself, Jim? First place? Striding? ACL pop or no?
I mean, maybe, but worth it. I would put myself between.
I think you won.
No, I'm probably.
You're Strider.
3, 4. Honestly, I remember when
Did you ever do track?
No, they wanted me to do jumping, and I was crushing jumps in freaking middle school PE. It was sick. Just the high jump with the old Fosbury flop. Oof.
I hated the high jump.
I
Oh my
loved
god!
it. And you would see kids miss the pad altogether and just fucking land on their back. It's fucking
Dude, I don't get it. They teach you to land on your neck, like literally, like
it's so good.
it's wild to me. But it's because the pad's soft. You just roll over the top. I'm like, that sounds like it sucks.
Dangerous. Sounds like a lawsuit.
Sounds like a broken neck. Yeah.
No, I would put myself probably somewhere in the Tommy Chad 2, 3. The
You're
thing
one.
is, I don't run often, but my legs are pretty strong right now. I don't
They
know.
say 90% of people over the age of 30 will never sprint again.
That's crazy. I sprint at work.
You sprint at work,
Dude,
or you run at work?
Dude, there's been 3 times I've sprinted at work where it was like shit was going down, alarms are going off, and I'm like, fuck. Like from one building, like, because I have a shitty setup. My buildings aren't right next to each other. And so it's like I'm right out of earshot. So it's like I could hear it in the distance. And I'm like, that's my building. And so I just like literally hiked up my pants, like holding my pants, but like in a dead sprint, just
That sounds like
another fucked up one at work where I was helping these engineers out, and they're older guys. I might have told this on the last podcast. Who gives a fuck? I was lugging these bags of fucking salt up steps, and I literally sweat through my clothes like I had never sweat, like more than I'd ever sweat at jiu-jitsu. It was crazy. I just went home and changed. I was like, I'm peace out.
Yeah.
See ya. Like this isn't.
I give up. Yeah.
Fuck this. But yeah, no, it's work's a doozy. Life's a doozy. What else we got? We got to do a draft. Did we decide on what we're doing?
Was it athletes you would vote for president? Did I understand it correctly?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm down for that. I didn't make a list, so I'm super down.
Any athletes all time, by the way.
Okay, perfect. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Nice.
Yep. I got to pee though.
Yeah.
All right. Give me your thoughts on the Padres-Dodgers game while I go.
Padres-Dodgers. Let's see where the score's at. Well, first off, I'm not even a Giants fan, but it's fuck the Dodgers always. They say I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm not a Giants fan. Fuck the Dodgers always. Oof. Dodgers are up 5-0. Down in the series 1-2, though. And it's fuck the Dodgers, but Shohei's sick. There's no two ways about that. He's by far the best player in the MLB. He's what we thought Mike Trout would be, but just never, ever was.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you hear me? I said Shohei's what we thought Mike Trout would be, but never ever was.
Shohei is like not Barry Bonds. I know I
He's-
said it in the last pod, but can we slow down?
Yeah. No, I mean he's very sick though.
A lot of goat talk being thrown out about this guy.
He blew out his UCL. If he pitches and he continues his hit, then there's going to be some serious talk. But I don't think he'll be back pitching as much as he was or as well.
Where does his A game pitching rank in the league?
I would say it's in the top 10%, top 15%, right around there. I mean, he's a good pitcher. Like, there's no two ways about that when he's healthy. After Tommy John,
Like he's an eight. Like he's an ace.
I would say, yeah, he's probably
Like he could be a top
nowadays-
pitcher in your rotation with his A game.
Yeah, I mean, with some teams, a lot of teams, he'd probably be the 2 guy. Yeah, I mean, just kind of, or even the 3. But I don't know. Like, it's tough. After Tommy John, you're either going to come back strong and be fucking nasty, or you're never, ever even close to what you were.
I give him credit, though, because he makes me want to talk about baseball. First guy in a long time that's been like, what the fuck is this? Like the night he went 6 for 6, pretty much would have hit the cycle, got thrown out at third.
Yeah. No, he's definitely good for baseball. I mean, baseball's slow as it is, so it's like they needed something. But yeah, no, Shohei's definitely good for baseball. I don't know. Baseball's not it. Sports aren't it. I got no sports that I'm into right now. It's crazy.
But I just love how Aura has no language barrier.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You can
Like
tell.
he's him, period. He doesn't even speak the language,
That's what I
but
mean.
he's him.
You see him hit a bomb, you're like, yeah, that's it.
That's the guy. Hey, but do they have to be American born or no?
Oh, are we going by those standards? Oh.
I don't think so. But you got to take it into consideration.
All right, we'll just call this "Who do you want to be leader of the free world?" It doesn't have to be president of the United States. My president of the United States needs to be born in America, Josh. I'm an American through and
All right,
through.
well, let's just do born in America then, Jim.
No, I'm fucking around. It can be born
I like the
wherever. Do you
president.
want first pick or second pick? You can born wherever, president of the United States.
I want second pick.
Oof. All right. Turn up those.
This will tell us something about our taste in presidents, I feel like.
Wow, this is crazy. I don't even know where to start. This is fun. With the first pick of the sports presidential draft, I will be selecting. Oof.
Feels like a big draft, doesn't it, Jim?
It does.
Feels like it's a special one. It's election season.
It is, huh? I didn't even think of that. It is election season. Let's go. I'm gonna take Pete Rose, recently deceased.
Oh wow, we didn't even give him a shout out.
Shout out Pete. The documentary was great. If you haven't seen it, just kind of takes you through. Did you watch it?
I
Bits and
watched
pieces.
like the first 10 minutes of
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good. But hey, there's no one that's gonna bet on America more than Pete Rose. Let me tell you, he may not know exactly what to do, but he's gonna make sure the right people are in the right position because he bet on America and he wants his bets to fucking cash.
That's right. And he never made a bet that wasn't for his own team.
That's
one thing people never talk about. Hey, if I believe in myself, why can't I go out there and make it, like I think betting on your own team is
I think it should be 100% legal. You should be able to do it through MLB. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Make it an avenue to do it through.
Put your money where your mouth is. That'd be so sick in the NBA where players can bet on the game, but like they have to do it through the NBA. So then they could see like Ant Edwards says he's betting $100,000 on every game this year.
Oh,
Shit,
yes. That would be
like
so
that.
sick. But yeah, I that would be dope. Pete Rose as a president, though, I mean, there's no one that's going to command respect more than him. He's Charlie Hustle. We're going to be blue collar America. We're coming back strong, you know?
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I that's really all I got for the guy, but I think he would be worse than what we have with Donnie T. You know what I mean? He'd be crazier on the mic, but be a hell of a lot of fun.
He's got that old school grit.
Oh, exactly. That's what I mean. There's hustling wherever we go, on and off the field, at the racetrack. It's all hustle, baby.
That's right.
And that's why Big Pete,
Where's he from, by the way?
Cincinnati,
He's from Cincinnati.
or right
And he
outside.
played there?
Yep. That's why he's the dog.
Love him there.
So
Ohio.
sad.
He's so Ohio.
That's what I
That's
mean.
great.
It just can't
Swing state. Yep.
beat it. Wow, swing state. Grabbing him early with Pete.
Give me Steve Kerr.
Nice.
As you know, I mean, it might be a chalk pick, but both his parents were involved in like whatever. His dad got killed working like in some sort of
Beirut.
foreign politics.
I think it was Beirut.
Yeah, something like that. Which
which
here we
is
are.
still getting
Beirut's
bombed
still getting
today.
bombed. Yeah.
I guess
it's
funny.
crazy. But what Steve Kerr did with the Warriors is, hey, you're a great team. Let's just get back to the fundamentals, right? We're doing jump stops first day of practice. We're going to implement systems that work. That's what Steve Kerr does with basketball. That's what he's going to do with our country, Jim.
I like that. Now, I have to ask, Steve Kerr, what's his foreign policy going to be like? His dad was over there meddling in Beirut. Is he going to be sending more CIA agents over there like his father was, or what's the deal?
Hey, these are questions that need to be directed towards Steve.
I like that.
Take what you know about Steve and make the own assumptions yourself. But
Right, Roger that. How crazy would it be though if we found out that his dad was just like a CIA asset and his whole life was concocted to do all this? This is all planned. Him going to coach the Warriors, the win. Like,
Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, right by their side.
All of it. That's how. I mean, I hate to say they killed his father to get him close to MJ, but that's where the Illuminati started, was with Steve Kerr.
Last chance theory.
Wow.
Or last dance theory.
Last dance. Sick. No, I mean, he's like actually I wouldn't say realistic, but like if he ran, people wouldn't be shocked. You know what I mean? They'd be like, they would give it a thought. As opposed
if he got the right endorsement from the right person,
Right, but I definitely think he would be. I mean, there's no coach in sports that talks politics as much as old Stevie does. I mean, maybe the Cubes.
I feel like he reads books.
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
I feel like if there's any athlete I could think of where it's like, hey, you think they're caught up on current events and geopolitics right now? Like, I feel like Steve Kerr would be a good pick to be like, yep, I bet he knows about it. Like, bring up a current event. I bet he knows about it.
Yeah.
And has an opinion.
He is, he does seem educated, well learned,
Well learned. Yeah. Good learner.
Good learner. Wow, I like that. Little Stevie.
That's right.
Wow, this is tough. I'm going to go with, I don't even know where to go. Fuck Mark Cuban. Hell no. Who's a sick athlete? Alex Rodriguez, another baseball player. A-Rod.
Your favorite athlete? That's the best. He treats it like a business.
Well, he does, and he was actually considering a run but then there's some sketchiness whether he was actually born in the U.S. I forget what it was. I think he might have been like
birther theories.
Say it again.
The birther movement.
The birther movement. I think he was
coming back.
No, it's not.
With A-Rod.
But A-Rod's sick because one, I mean, obviously favorite player of all time. Two, if you get caught with steroids, that means you're willing to do. I mean, it's similar to Pete Rose. If you're willing to take these risks in your career, that's the kind of person I need in office. Take these risks for America. That's
right.
What if America gets caught taking steroids?
Steve Kerr punched Michael Jordan in the face. Or the chest.
MJ needed it. Yeah, he got punched in the face. He got fucking dropped.
Right.
But A-Rod, I mean, also just sick with the money. Even though I guess there was a thing in the Timberwolves, he just wasn't paying his share of the revenue for whatever. Kind of sick, kind of a scumbag.
Yeah. He gives off like a scumbag salesman with him for sure.
The biggest, just his finely tailored suits. He's like black now because of how much he tans. It's like he's an enigma, but I love it. I would vote. I mean, the vote comes out tomorrow over Donnie T.
Shark Tank experience.
Hey, man can run a company. Yeah, I mean, I think just give me A-Rod. He's dipped the old pen in some of the best ink. You know what I mean?
Experience of being king of New York City.
Very
he pretty much was. He gets the table at the restaurant over the mayor.
Ooh, does he? You think
100%.
You think?
Oh yeah. Not over Jeter though.
Not over Jeter, that's for sure. Not over. Ooh,
Not over Jeter, but he gets the seat at the table over anyone other than
What about Judge?
who's it? Ooh, well, at this point, it's like two different eras, but
Yeah, I know, but
no, I don't know. You would have to tell me. I feel like A-Rod's a bigger star than Judge was.
yeah, I mean, I'm talking like right now, like if they both were to walk in the
Oh,
restaurant.
they
like,
both show up like Judge. Yes,
yeah. That's what I think.
you're washed, old man.
Yeah, right.
This ain't
Exactly.
2006.
Damn, yeah. A-Rod. I mean, I got nothing. I'm gonna during your round. Pardon me, because I'm gonna be thinking.
Gotcha. With my next pick in the draft, I'm gonna go with Stanford alum. Give me Andrew Luck.
Wow, that's a great pick.
Right, big brains, big beard. Like he's got the football grit, but he's also got like he's left-brained. He thinks like mathematically. He's an engineer, you know what I mean? But he's got the soft skills to be the man and the leader. Like, dude, you have to be an alpha dog to be in the NFL, period.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a locker room full of alphas, you know? And then you have to be the leader of that. That shows me more than almost anything else on a resume. I'm gonna be honest. So
yeah, I mean,
if you could lead that room, you could lead anything. That's kind of my point.
I think I agree with that. And he's like borderline autistic, but he has all the personable skills, and so it's like he's kind of got the best of both worlds. I mean, very solid pick, like you said, mathematically sound, people skills out the door. I mean, even him, like did you ever see like the letters home from Soldier Luck, where someone pretended he was a Civil War soldier and was like, "Dearest mother, I write to you today," and like pretending. And so then like one of the games after he's retired comes out wearing a Civil War outfit. So it's like he gets it. Like, you know what I mean? Like can be the butt of a joke, can take a joke. It's like, that's what you need.
Right. And I feel like he's the type of guy that it's hard to be mad at that guy. Like he could come into the situation and be like, "Hey, I know y'all hate each other and you hate me or whatever, but like, let's just start doing shit," you know? And I feel like no one's gonna be like, "Fuck that guy." You know, I just feel like he would just focus on the work. So that's my guy.
Wow. That's a great pick.
He stepped away from football, by the way. Said, yeah, one big contract. I'm good. Not worth it.
Don't need any more.
I want to be around my kids.
The sickest move ever. That's power moves.
I don't need to.
Yeah. And that's all it took was the knees. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm 50 million up. Yeah. Crazy.
That's sick. That's a fat contract. Did he go 1 overall? Who went 1 overall that year?
I think he was 1 overall. Yeah, for sure. No brainer.
Yeah.
He was like consensus, like best prospect in forever
for a long time.
And then as a rookie, like turned the Colts around completely. They went from first pick in the draft to in the playoffs, I think. Like it was crazy.
That's nuts.
Sneaky athlete, would truck the shit out of people.
Big boy.
Yeah, big boy. He would get downhill. Yeah.
Watching him play at Stanford was sick. You forget.
Yeah.
All right, third pick of the draft. I mean, I'm going to go with my girl, Serena Williams. Let's go.
Hey, I like it. I was trying to think of a woman, too. I like that.
I mean, the best woman athlete of all time. I think it's not even close.
Why do you say woman?
Because there's...
Why not just the best athlete?
There's male athletes that are more accomplished.
I hate that one so much.
It's crazy. It's like, let me give her bread, brother. Yeah. Like, are you really saying she's the best athlete, period, of all time? Let's take a step back. Let's be real for a moment, you know.
Just one moment.
But no, I mean, she's sick. I think she also would be, honestly, like, no joke, like a pretty good president. She went through, dated a bunch of famous people, ends up with like a tech mogul as a husband, just chilling, living life now. The GOAT, broke barriers for years. Serena's sick. There's not one person in tennis I would like watch, but if she was on TV, it was like, oh, this is staying on. And she's just sick. She knows she's the best.
So dominant.
Yeah. No, and yeah, exactly. She knows she's the best. That's what we need. And that's what, I mean, I hate to bring it to real election stuff. There's one of these people that thinks there's the best and one of these people that's out to lunch. And I mean, they're both out to lunch, but yeah, sad. But Serena, and you know what? Put Venus in as VP. I would love that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's run as
Yeah.
a sister campaign. Has there ever been? I guess the Bushes, the Kennedys. I was gonna say, has there ever been a brother sister?
Oh, yeah.
Or a brother. Yeah, round
Husband
3.
wife, Sherwood style.
I mean, fucking Clinton.
House of Cards.
Goddamn, pretty much. Well,
I think
have
it's
you ever
loosely
heard
about
this
that.
story? I think it was like Bill Clinton or Hillary was mad at Bill after the Monica Lewinsky stuff or whatever, and like, I forget what country it was, but she like pretty much wouldn't talk to him until he bombed like Slovenia or Bulgaria, like one of those random countries that we were like trying to aid with. And then as soon as he did it, she like came back and was like, "Oh, Bill, blah blah blah." It's such a weird fucking relationship.
So weird.
So weird. All right, what do you got for us?
All right, how about a national hero, someone that has gone into foreign territory and brought it home the gold for America? Give me Michael Phelps.
Ow, I was gonna do my back slaps.
If you don't vote for Michael Phelps, you don't love America.
Ooh, wow, that's a sick shirt.
That's a patriot.
That is.
Did he smoke a little weed in between the Olympics? Yeah, he did.
A lot. But that, hey, that's fine. That's,
Hey, tell me he didn't unify the country more than anyone.
oof, dude, that relay where he's
Right?
sitting there. Oof.
Does that hit? Come
Yes,
on.
let's go.
Everyone rooted for Phelps. Like, that's what he could say.
Yeah,
You know?
I
He
mean,
could be like, I don't care where you were, red, blue, green, anything. You were rooting for Michael Phelps when he was winning for America. Period.
This is true. I mean, even the cops that arrested him for smoking weed did he ever get arrested? No, he just got
arrested.
No.
I
That was
think
Tim
just
Lincecum did. Tim Lincecum did. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, it
Let
just
him
photos
smoke.
of him ripping the old Binger, classic Phelps. No, that's a solid pick, and like you said, would be a stately guy up there. Kind of, his life is so different now than what it was like back. Yeah, I don't know, just weird.
He knows how to obsess over a goal.
That's true. Knows how to
Discipline.
interact with foreign leaders, I would assume. I'm sure
He's
he's met
best
a
friends
bunch of
with
them.
Ray Lewis.
That's odd. Is he actually? Oh, they're both from Baltimore. Or I don't know if Ray is, but Ray played there.
yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean, Mikey Phelps, kind of a sneaker pick. Like you said, everyone. What party do you think he would run for?
Phelps feels like a clean-cut Republican to me.
Yeah, same. That's what I was like trying to. Honestly, he seems like a
He
green
gives it
party.
like, you know how like, Vivek?
Yeah,
Like he tries to give like bubbly, like liberal girl energy, but then he's just like
with this
just
crazy,
as conservative as the rest of them.
Yeah.
But it's like he feels like it. Like you talk to him and you would associate his behavior with like lefties, right?
Right.
Am I off on that?
No.
Like,
I see exactly what you mean. If you muted the TV and just had the mannerisms and like the tone of which he was talking, you'd be like, oh, yeah, no, this guy's a liberal as it gets. But then he's talking about God knows what. Vivek, he's going to run for governor of Ohio.
He's kind of like an I get it guy, you know?
Very much so. Very much.
It's like Phelps would be like, I get it, you know? But yeah, that's my pick.
I like it. Mikey. All right, round 4. I'm going to go with God. I have no idea. Let's see. Give me a sport. I'm going to go with Pete Weber. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Who do you think you are? I am.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Old
like
Pete. I mean, again, as you can see, our list is going to be comprised of mostly goats. Why would you want something less than the best run in your country? There's just no two ways about that. But Pete Weber, that's the Spitfire we need. Again, blue collar, don't know where he's from, but I got to guess middle America. There's no bowling alleys anywhere else.
Yeah.
But
it feels like Indiana to me. Yeah.
Damn, that's a great call. Now I got to look it up. Let's see. Pete Weber born in
I think I'm gonna do bowling for my birthday this year, by the way.
That's sick. Why does it not just tell me where? Are you having like a bunch of people? Missouri. Close enough.
That was another good one. Yeah, that was middle America as fuck. That's like, it's not geographically as middle as it gets, but that's as flyover as it gets.
Exactly. Are you guys going like a bunch of people out to bowling, or are you just going like?
I'd love to.
That's sick. There's nothing better. Like back in the day when you would have like 20 people, they'd have like 5 lanes of a party filled up, and then you go eat pizza, sign the pin, give it to the kid. It's like, what a day. You know what? I'm going to make the call. If I can buy you a pin and have everyone sign it, I'm going to have the bowling alley do it. Tell me what alley you go to. I will try and make this happen. You deserve a pin with everyone's fucking signature that's there on it.
That would be the best.
That would be so sick.
Our boy Diggs has the same birthday, by the way.
Who's Diggs?
He's our friend that we hoop with.
Oh.
He's like a San Diego State guy.
Same year?
So, think so. Maybe one younger, one older, something like that.
Sick. Diggs.
So. Shout out.
Did you see Stefan Diggs? Is it Stefan that's cheating on people? He's
never saw that.
He fucked Cardi B when she was 8 months pregnant.
Oh, I heard about it, but I didn't know he was involved.
Yeah, I guess he's the one.
Well, do you remember those old videos where the people would interview and be like, "Who would you not let date your daughter?"
Stefan Diggs. Yeah, that was going around. Like they cut that with like all the news. I was like, "Oh fuck, my boy's caught." And I think Academics was like, "Look at me on my academic shit." Was like, "Oh no, he fucking with real gangster baby mama. That fuck that." And I was like, "Yeah, it's sketch."
He's wild.
Wow. But yeah, Pete Weber, lock it in. Round 4. Here we go. Here you are.
All right, give me someone who was always politically active throughout his whole career. Jim Brown.
Wow. I thought you were going elsewhere. Nice.
There you go. Have you seen the picture of like it's him, Kareem, Muhammad Ali? I don't know who else it is, but there's a bunch of like just GOAT fucking athletes just like there to support Muhammad Ali when he didn't want to go to Vietnam or something like that.
Oh, wow. That's kind of sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the guys, I think I know what picture you're talking about. I feel like the UFC guys, like the Kamaru Usman, Francis Ngannou, and Israel Adesanya tried to recreate that picture. You know what I mean? It was like, it was not, you know what I mean? Not the same. Hourless compared to. Yeah, I mean, now that you said Muhammad Ali, that would be another guy that would be a great pick back.
He's too much of a firecracker for my style.
Oh, let's go. You never know. I mean,
I like the stoic figures. Figures.
I feel that. Yeah, Jim Brown, definitely a stoic figure. You don't know what you're getting. You know what I mean?
He represents strength.
Just a fucking wall of a man.
You don't take no shit.
No, did you know he was on the first crew for the UFC commentating? He commentated like the first 3 or 4 UFCs. He was the Joe Rogan.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he's the alpha of all alphas.
That's pretty much what they said when they introduced him. Like, Jim Brown here, NFL athlete and just an overall athlete. And then he just like broke into like the commentator. I was like, damn, let's go. It's just weird to see. But
he paved the way for Herschel.
Yeah, big time. Mr. Walker.
Herschel's actually actively running for office and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are the ones where so is BJ Penn, dude. Have you seen his shit? He's like a full-blown conspiracy theorist that thinks the government's out to get him and like the world's flat. It's bad CTE.
He's Bravoed out.
It's more than Brav. It's CTE mixed with Brav, which is a nasty.
I know you're 10th planet. I didn't mean to come for your king like that.
Don't come for the boy. Hey, you come for the king, you best not miss, boy. Edgy brah. Round 5. All right. Now we got a couple baseball players, a tennis player, a bowler. I don't even know. I feel like what sport would produce or has produced I feel like I don't know. Give me Chris the Birdman Anderson.
Wow.
Now, I don't even know if he was born in America. He could be fucking Canadian. I think he is Canadian. I don't give a shit. I would make an exception for this guy to be put in office. And you know what? Tats and all. I don't want Birdman year 2. I want Birdman year 12. He's sick.
Yeah.
Not taking no shit. Looks like he should probably be the bodyguard for the president, but nah, he's going to be making all the decisions. The Harlem Shake video, he was the centerpiece. People thought it was Braun. Nah, Birdman, sickest. I mean, just the most random athlete I could think of that I'm a big fan of. I love the guy. Yeah. Who else? Oh, you know what else I saw? The next jersey I'm getting, Jeremy Shockey jersey. Tell me that's not sick.
That is sick.
Jeremy Shockey. So sick.
Dude, that's a throwback. You.
Yeah.
Part 2.
I was literally watching the U and the U part 2, so sick. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, give me Birdman. That's all I gotta say on that. I just want to hear him going prrr the whole time. Like real Birdman does. Prrr.
I like that.
Round 5, take us home. So I got nothing.
I'm really struggling, Jim. I'm really, really struggling. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, like Raleigh Fingers would be a sick honorable mention just because of his mustache.
How about this? Who was no, you know what? Give me number 4, Bobby Orr. Fuck it.
Wow, that's sick. I was trying to think of hockey players and I couldn't. I wanted to say Wayne, but I was like, I want to keep him American. But Bobby Orr is.
Well, he might. I have no idea where he's from.
Who
but
gives a shit? Bobby Orr.
Boston legend, Tea Party, bring it back. He'll fucking drop the gloves with you if you want it. He played hockey without a helmet. I mean,
forever. Even when they brought him.
I have an extra respect for like the goats of the black and white photo era. You know. There's some like those guys were the guys. I always have this debate with like my roommates and shit where it's like they're like, oh, I could make the roster of the 60s Celtics. It's like, no, you can't, dude. They're still 6'7".
Well, like, and they're still putting in the work. No way your ass is putting in this work. Get out of here.
Those guys were still the best basketball players in the world at that time. Yeah. How far away from you are that? Like, you heard me.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, but like Bobby Orr, like he's a guy that he played forever, but then like when he was done, his body was fucking destroyed. Like could hardly walk towards the end of.
But his reputation was hard.
Yeah, I mean, very, very. I think I have an Orr jersey in the closet. As a matter of fact, a little straight from China. Love to see.
Who's the guy that drank like 88 beers on the plane?
Andre the Giant.
No, but that's a good one. WWE wrestlers was a fucking sneaky category to go to.
Would have been sick. The Rock would have been a sick pick.
It's not Muggsy Bogues. It's like Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs. Yes.
Wade Boggs.
That's the Always Sunny episode where they get fucking trashed. Yeah. And I don't know if that's true, but Andre the Giant literally. It's a very similar story, but it was like 126 beers or something like that, and they just like look like little. A
bottle of wine was legit like a glass of wine to us. That's legit, crazy. If not less.
It's stupid. Just a huge behemoth. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Why have you watched the Vince McMahon doc?
No, I'm just not that into WWE.
It doesn't.
Never have. I grew up around wrestlers. Like real wrestlers, you know?
Those guys couldn't do half the shit these dudes are doing. No, it's just, I feel like you don't even really need to know wrestling because they kind of give you the whole story of how wrestling started. Like they break it down from the very start of, like, there's different sections that you don't, hey, if you're in Missouri, you don't go to Indiana to wrestle because you're going to get your ass jumped afterwards. But they go into all of it. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's sick. And Vince is a dog, man. Maybe a bad dog, but a dog nonetheless.
Is he still around?
Yeah. He's out of the WWE now, but he's around. He was jacked up until like 2 years ago, like absolutely jacked. Sick. But all right, I think that's it. I mean, you got anything else before we head on out of here?
Nah, man. Just I'm gonna come home with the dub. You heard it here first.
Hey, let's go with the dub in football, real football this week.
And also I picked the Chiefs to 3-peat.
Wow,
that's looking real good.
Nice.
Just putting it out there.
I do like that, and doesn't matter. People are riding Kelsey and getting mad. And it's like they don't need him.
I am down on Kelsey, but I do believe he'll pop back up in the playoffs, like
100%,
and have a monster.
It's the same thing they did with Gronk. Why would you burn all of his energy in the regular season? Just get him to the playoffs and let the boy go.
Yeah, so, Rice going down hurts, but that's neither here nor there.
Especially to the hands or from the hands of Patty. Patty hurting his own guy. Oof.
Yeah, that was so tough, dude.
Yeah,
he's number one guy. And that's what this is the old Jason Street thing. You got to teach quarterbacks how to tackle.
Yeah, because they just dive
Because
in.
if they throw a pick,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
tag. You can't have them freaking just dive in, breaking their necks.
Sick.
Taking street style, Texas forever.
Takes forever.
When I say Friday Night Lights, do you think movie or show?
I think bad.
Wow.
Neither. I've never seen either, to be honest.
Wow.
Was that a leg? Could have been. Or was that a knee? Could have been. I don't know the quote. Boog says it all the time. I'm like, Booby Miles, I guess. Something. I have no idea. Football
That's such a weird quote to pull, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never been a football movie guy. There's not one that does it.
All right.
We are Marshall.
Thank
all
you for
right.
having me.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace.